Hey, good afternoon. How are all my beautiful soul family members doing today? Hope you're all doing great and amazing. It's Saturday, it's the weekend, and I felt a little drawn and compelled to come out here and to do a tarot reading. Yeah, I just feel like there may be some messages that some of you are looking for, right? You may be seeking some guidance and some direction this weekend. Anyways, I'm kind of sensing those energies, and so I thought I would come out and share this tarot reading with you guys. So anyways, it's a beautiful day today. Sunny and warm where I live in the world, in the Rocky Mountain part of the United States. It's August 26th, Saturday. The time is 4:41 p.m. Almost 4:44. And yeah, it's been a great day today. I went down earlier and I was able to sit out by the pool and take in some sunshine and swim around in the pool a little bit. So I'm just able to take in and absorb some amazing energies. So I really look forward to being able to share this tarot reading with you guys and to be able to connect with each and every one of you this weekend. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is tap the crystal healing bowl and just let it sing to us for a moment. And again, this is kind of a perfect time for us to remove ourselves from the outcomes. Allow ourselves to step into a space of being open to receiving and hearing any messages that may be meant for you, right, today to hear. Incredibly powerful on this end, unusually powerful. I see that. I feel like that's a great indication, a great sign, right? Taking us into today's tarot reading. The background music that I have playing is the love frequency, right? Just some good soothing vibes. I really like these energies. So if some of you, had the intention within you of needing some guidance and some direction, right, of maybe needing a reading, I felt your energies. I recognized your energies. Hence, we're here. Okay, beautiful. So the opening affirmation taking us into today's tarot love reading is prosperity. The number 3, powerful number. I need my glasses. These lighter colors are a little bit tougher for me to see. As this tree grows so strong, so fine, so may I prosper from the universal divine. As this tree grows so strong, so fine, so may I prosper from the universal divine. As this tree grows so strong and so fine, so may I prosper from the universal divine. Okay, you can really feel the energy in that. It was powerful. Prosperity is always a beautiful affirmation taking us into a tarot reading. Prosperity in all of its different shapes and sizes. It can be monetary, right? Financial prosperity. You can also be prosperous in love, right? You can be prosperous in friendships and compassion and understanding and service. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so the opening energy taking us into today's tarot love reading is the King of Pentacles. So the King of Pentacles is a good energy, right? By way of zodiac. It represents an earth sign energy, so Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. King, so we think of male, right? Which will be the case for many, but doesn't have to be. The King of Pentacles, this energy, right? You don't even have to be an earth sign. It represents the energy of stability and security, right? But connected to that is it's been earned. over years of life experience, which has allowed the King of Pentacles to absorb wisdom, right, and experience that he's taking with him, right? That's kind of allowing him to recognize and feel and be connected to this stability and security. Interesting, we have stability and security coming out as the opening energy, taking us into the reading, with prosperity being our affirmation. Okay, speaking of prosperity, we now have the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups it's a beautiful energy, right? Representing us being what it represents by itself is being able to feel that energy of being on the path to manifesting, right? All of your hopes and your dreams, right? This is really feeling on course. The figure here in the card, she sits on the stump. She makes her wish, takes out her dandelion and blows it up into the universe. As above, so below, right? So she's manifesting. So this is a very good energy, right? Especially an energy as it pertains to our affirmation of prosperity. Okay, coming in next to the Nine of Cups, we have another beautiful energy, the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups, beautiful energy, representing that energy of getting out with friends, right? Getting out, socializing, maybe getting together with friends of the past and sharing stories and laughter and good times, right? This is, it's all about getting out and mingling with others. Okay, coming in right next to the Three of Cups and showing up at the center of today's Tarot Love reading, we have the Fool card. So the Fool card, beautiful energy. Right? So this is the first card in the world of tarot, representing the Fool at the beginning of the journey, right? So there's I would say a newness to this, right? A youthfulness to this energy. And by youthful, what I mean is you're letting go of fears and worries and concerns, right? She's standing on the edge of this cliff, right? She's not worried about it, not concerned about it. If anything, what she's focusing her energies on is recognizing the beauty of life, right? Looking at nature, right? And all the beautiful things that we have in life that surrounds her, and moving forward with this kind of energy, right? Letting go of fears and worries and concerns. So showing up at the center of today's Tarot Love reading, which puts some importance on it. All right, tell us more. Okay, coming in next to the Fool card, we have the Page of Wands. Right? So the Page of Wands represents a message, right? News of some sort. That's what pages are. Wands represents a fire sign energy, so Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. If so, it would be a younger energy. But there's news of this message, right, coming into you. It could be a text, phone call, email, conversation, right? Could be coming in by way of a fire sign. I'll know more about this when I pull more cards, right? But many times this can be, news towards some type of beginning or start. Okay, coming in next to the Page of Wands, we have the Emperor card. Great energy, right? Representing the energy of Aries. Right? So this has been, I've just noticed that this energy has been showing up quite a bit in tarot readings lately, right? So strong and prominent energy. So you could have an Aries in your life, right? Representing this stability and security, right? Really being able to count on them. It's what the energy represents, right? It's kind of having your power, feeling solid, feeling like you're on stable ground. Because the Emperor, he holds the world that he reigns in the palm of his hand. He wears the horn of the ram for strength. He stands sure-footed on top of this mountain. All right, tell us more. Okay, coming in next and attached to the Nine of Cups, we have the Queen of Swords. So beautiful energy. Queen of Swords represents the energy by way of zodiac air sign. So Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Queen, so we think of female energy, right? But doesn't have to be. So this is a great energy as it pertains to being able to embrace it in our lives if we're looking to make some changes for ourselves, right? Because in one hand she holds her sword, which is great at being able to come in and kind of identify those things in your life, those energies that are just no longer serving you, right? That it's time to move on from, and to be able to use that energy to cut out those limiting energies. And in her other hand, she holds a butterfly, right? And she's surrounded by butterflies, representing and symbolizing rebirth, right? So she's making room for something new. Back to this Page of Wands, this message, this news. It's kind of feeling like it's very common that it's connected to something new. It could be a beginning of some sort. Okay, this card definitely wanted to come out because it shot out. Coming in next and attached to the Three of Cups, we have the Lover's card. Beautiful energies representing the energy of Gemini. So some of you may have a Gemini in your life. I'm just thinking, I just did the Gemini September zodiac read, right? And Gemini has, September it's about love. It was a powerful reading. So this may very well represent a Gemini being in your life. It's coming in attached to the Three of Cups. So what it represents is the energy of two energies coming together, right? And it's interesting that's attached to Three of Cups because the other day it came out this way as well, right? Which that's getting out and socializing, getting together with friends, right? So I feel like what needs to be said here, the message for some of you, right, is to take that step, take that leap of faith, and to reach out and get a hold of some friends and get out and about, go out and meet some people and interact. And I say that because this is twice now. This Lover's card is coming in attached to this Three of Cups, right? Which really kind of tells me that for somebody out there, or some buddies, I think it really serves you well to do that, right? Because you may very well meet this person, right, and come together in this beautiful union. For others, these energies, right? They're two people that say, hey, two are stronger than one, so let's come together, right? We work great together, right? Amazing energies that are shared between these two people. And connected to the Three of Cups, right? In some cases will let me know that you're like best friends, that soulmate kind of connection that could be twin flame. All right, tell us more. Okay, so coming in next and showing up at the center of today's Tarot Love reading, attached to the Fool card, we have the Queen of Pentacles. So we have the Queen of Swords, now we have the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles represents earth sign energy, right? So Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. I noticed that we opened our tarot reading today with the King of Pentacles, right? So many times when a king and a queen of the same suit show up, it can represent, a couple. So the Queen of Pentacles, earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, queen, female energy, doesn't have to be. Similar to the King of Pentacles in that very seasoned and experienced energy. So connected to a lot of wisdom and a lot of experience, a lot of life experience, representing stability and security. Very organized, right? Pays attention to all the details, doesn't miss a beat. Kind of energy that literally, something can be on the nightstand and you can move it just a little bit. Queen of Pentacles recognizes little details like that. Okay, and that's coming in the center attached to the Fool card. All right, right, tell us more. Too many cards. Okay. All right, coming in next and attached to the Page of Wands, we have the Death card. So representing by way of zodiac, the card of Scorpio. So some of you may have a Scorpio in your life. If so, playing a pretty significant role. It's the Death card, right? It's not a negative thing, right? This is actually a beautiful thing, as it represents kind of a transformational change of something coming to an ending. And it brings about a transformational change, right? Connected to a beginning, it's surrounded by butterflies, the light piercing through the sky, right? Illuminating the headstone, where the inscription is written in Latin, but translated it says, "Life is changed, not taken," right? So this is about transformational change. Okay. All right, coming in next, we have the Chariot card, the card of Cancer. This is coming in attached to the Emperor card. So some of you may have a Cancer in your life. The energy in this card, what it represents is this is representing movement, right? I think change, transformational change. It comes in, right, with balance. This is the universe in many cases letting you know that you're on course, right? The change is coming. You see the horses are running, right? All they have to do is continue to stay balanced, right, to arrive to the destination. So black and white horse represent the yin and the yang, the masculine and the feminine. Okay, we have two energies taking us out of today's tarot love reading. The first is the Hierophant card, so the card of Taurus. I'm seeing a lot of major arcana energies showing up in today's tarot love reading. I want to count them real quick. Yeah, 6, right? So half of today's tarot reading are major arcanas, and those are the first 21 cards in the tarot set that represent strong energies, right, about change and movement, right, quite a few shifts. So the Taurus card, right, the Hierophant, representing seeking spiritual wisdom. This can come by way of our intuition, right, of trusting our inner feeling. For others, it may come by way of seeking this spiritual wisdom from others in our life that we look up to, right, spiritually. It could be religious leaders or individuals we know that work in energy. Okay, coming in next to the Hierophant card, we have the Ace of Wands. Beautiful, one of my favorite aces. I love the imagery and the colors on this card, right? Because to me, it just speaks volumes in terms of what this beginning is about, what it represents, right? It's creative. There's definitely a lot of creativity that's connected to this beginning, right? Because it's coming in connected to the Page of Wands. Representing all kinds of creativity and newness, passion and excitement. It looks just very bright, very hopeful. It could look very prosperous. Okay. All right, so I have the tarot reading done now. I want to take a moment real quick and I want to look at it. And I want to see if there are any areas where we want to ask for a little further clarification, right? To be able to dig a little bit deeper and ask any more questions to kind of pursue the investigation a little bit further. So hang on just a moment. Let me take a look here. Okay, so The first area that I want to ask for a little further clarification is on the Lover's card, right? The card of Gemini. And I always like to do that. I go after the couple because I like to think like maybe you guys are thinking, right? And I like to find out if there's any specific energies, right, attached to this couple. So I pre-shuffled my Universal Tarot deck, but I'm just going to shuffle it once more. Okay, tell us about the Lovers. More clarification on the Lovers, please. Okay. All right, so coming in attached to these two lovers, right, we have the Five of Swords. It wasn't really what I was expecting. Not that I was really expecting anything, but this may have came out the other day on the same clarification. The Five of Swords, if you look at the figures here in the card, right, they've been fighting with their swords. Two guys are walking away. Their swords are on the ground. This guy looks like he wins, right? But there's really no victor here. So it can represent some fighting, right? So for some, it can represent that energy that there may be a history here. There may be a past with these two. You could have been together before, so you could be getting together again, right? Maybe it's coming together through friends, reconnecting that way. Interesting. Okay, and now I want to ask a little bit about the Death card, this transformational change, the card of Scorpio. Tell us more about the Death card. Okay, all right, so coming in attached to the Death card, we have the Two of Wands, right? So we're talking about this transformational change, right? And what follows transformational changes are beginnings, right, of new starts, because it's literally a transformational, a major change and shift within us that inevitably allows us to create and start these new beginnings, right, represented by the Two of Wands, the courageous risk taker getting ready to set out and embark on a great adventure. For the growth, right, on the Wands, right, newness. Okay, all right, I think that's it for clarification today. I'm going to take a moment now and look at the cards, and I've let you know what the energies represent by themselves, but now that I have them laid out, I want to see where they are in terms of relationship to each other, and then I can see and feel any messages that are meant to be shared in today's tarot reading. So hang on just a few moments while I do this. Like always, I just keep the background music going. All right, for those of you that don't like that, you can just fast forward. Thanks. Okay, so this is strange, right? But what I keep feeling here in today's tarot reading, which is it's a little bit different, right? With these center cards, the Fool card and the Queen of Pentacles. What I'm feeling, and this may be the first time I felt this, but I feel like this may represent the energies, right, of the two of you. One of you kind of embracing more of that Queen of Pentacles energy, right? A little more serious, a little more focused, right? Grounded, and the other, right, may have like that energy of the Fool, which, if you can communicate it, right, and understand one another, it's a beautiful balance, right? Because you can really you balance each other off from not being completely careless to being overly caring. So Anyways, I just wanted to point that out. Okay, so I think I have it here. So the opening affirmation taking us into today's tarot love reading, right, is prosperity. The number 3, powerful number. As this tree grows so strong, so fine, so may I prosper from the universal divine. So this is about prosperity. And in the beginning, when I was kind of talking about prosperity, I was talking about there's financial prosperity, there's prosperity in love and relationships and companionships, friendships, recognition, success, all kinds of different levels of prosperity. And I feel like we're looking at a couple different levels of prosperity in this tarot love reading. It's prosperity. It's feeling fulfilled, right, and complete. Okay, opening energy, taking us into today's tarot love reading. Speaking of prosperity, is the King of Pentacles, right, representing wisdom and experience, right, stability and security. Very important to this energy. Seasoned and experienced energy, could be an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Okay, continuing on, right, with prosperity, we now have the 9 of Cups, representing that energy of feeling like you're connected, right, to manifesting your hopes and your dreams. This is about feeling like you're on course, right? What's connected to it is the Queen of Swords, which I think is very telling. And what is the message here is letting you know is there's still some things, right, to cut out and remove in your life, right, in order to make space for these new energies, right, for these changes. And these changes, they're changes that you want to make. They're changes that allow you to feel like you're on course, right? It's like, wow, everything is just lining up right now. Okay. Continuing with prosperity. Now we're looking at prosperity and love, right? So we have the 3 of Cups representing that energy of encouraging you to get out with friends, right? Socialize, meet people. What's attached to it is the Lover's card, representing a relationship, right? Possibly coming from getting out with friends. That's definitely a big part of today's message in this reading. Some of you could be in a relationship with a Gemini, right? But and for some, there may be a history here, because we asked for further clarification. We got the 5 of Swords, right? Kind of representing that energy of fighting and arguing, right? So for some, it may represent, that the two of you maybe debate a little bit. You have some differences in opinions. It can be a very healthy thing. For others, you may have a history together, right? You may be getting back together with a lover from the past, from getting out with friends, right? Just reconnecting again. Okay, and then showing up next at the center of today's tarot love reading, right, we have the Fool card, and attached to it is the Queen of Pentacles. So I really do. I feel like this may represent the energies of the 2 different energies of both of you, right? One of you having a little more serious, a little more grounded, right? Not quite as willing to take on risks and things, right? And the other person could have the energy of the Fool, which is letting go of fears and worries and concerns, right? So they're kind of 2 opposite energies that in many ways can really balance one another out. So I actually think it's a beautiful thing, because I think that the Fool does wonders and amazing things for this Queen of Pentacles, and vice versa. Okay, coming in next, we have this is exciting. I really enjoy today's tarot love reading. All right, I love the messages. Okay, Page of Wands, represented by a fire sign. Right? Message, news, text, phone call, email, coming in inevitably. I felt like it was connected in some way, shape, or form, right, to a beginning, to a start. What's coming in attached to is a Death card, right, representing an ending, a transformational change, and then a beginning that follows after it. We have butterflies flying, right? Symbolizing a rebirth and a beginning. And when I asked for further clarification, right, on the death card, we got the Two of Wands, right, representing that energy of the courageous risk taker getting ready to set out and embark on an adventure. Right? The wands just growing stems and greenery on them now. Just looking at the path ahead. Okay, coming in next, we have the Emperor card, the card of Aries, and attached to it we have the Chariot card. Right, so this is the universe letting you know, right, you're on course, right? Change is coming. Stay the course, keep your energies balanced, right? And where this course is taking you, right, the destination is its prosperity, right? And its balance within you, allowing you to kind of feel you and get your power back. So I feel like this Emperor, he's representing the prosperity in the affirmation that came out in the reading. Really, that groundedness, that security, and that stability. I mean, he's on stable ground. Okay, taking us to the energy, steering us out of today's tarot love reading, we have the Hierophant card, so the card of Taurus. Some of you may have a Taurus in your life. Seeking spiritual wisdom and guidance, right? As you step into this beginning, right? And because you're now creating for yourself. So when a transformational change happens, right? Transformational change comes from growth, right? Growth and experience. So what's being pointed out here, right? And it's coming through very clearly to me right now is it's reminding you, for all that this reading applies to, it's reminding you to be mindful of this transformational change and the lessons that you went through, all of the growth that's there, right? And taking that wisdom and that growth with you into this beautiful beginning that you're starting for yourself. It's fantastic. Okay, all right. Happy Saturday. I hope you guys enjoyed this tarot reading. I really enjoyed being able to share it with you. It's been great to be able to come out and, you know, in strange ways, shapes, and forms, I'm able to connect with your energies, right? Here on my end from providing this tarot reading. It's a very enjoyable experience for me, so thank you so much. All right, I hope you guys have a beautiful weekend this weekend. Have a great night.